and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. In front of us we have the realistic DX-350. It's an AM, FM, long-wave, shortwave portable radio. Pretty cool and compact. I love it. I got this radio donated to me by Peter Atkinson. Yes, that name sounds familiar. He's donated quite a few radios to the channel already. He said he had this one for me. It's awesome. So let's go over dimensions. It's 7 inches across, 4 inches high, has a depth of 1.5 inches. We'll do size comparison here. Let me just raise this up. Get this in the frame here. Okay, so I have a CC pocket. Give you an idea for size. And I have my Altoids tin. Cool. And then another radio that I love using is Panasonic B20. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so it gives you an idea for size. Let's go over features. Alright, so the features of the realistic DX-350. Let's go on the left-hand side here. We have a headphone port. They have it green colored, but it's not FM stereo. Usually when I see green, I think of FM stereo like the Sonys do. But on this particular radio, it's FM mono. Both ears, though. Here we have a DC in of 6 volts. Pretty nice to have that. Cool. Front of the radio, realistic DX-350. We have a speaker here, which is about 2.5 inches. Voice of the world. Up here we have a tuning indicator LED, turns red. We have a log scale. It's really nice. You can see it there with the yellow indicator. We have an FM scale, 88 to 108. AM scale, 520 to 1700 kilohertz. Then we have long wave, 150 to 270 kilohertz. And you look at the shortwave bands. I'll just kind of zoom in there. And you got 9 of them. And it looks like it goes 585, and in between different ranges, goes all the way up to 2615. Pretty cool. You know what this reminds me of? Kind of like the Yacht Boy series. I did a Yacht Boy, I believe, 207. I'll put a link up here for it. It has that similar blue kind of tint to it in the blue lettering, so it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. Here we have some band selects, which are really interesting here. We got AM, FM, FM first, AM, and then long wave, short wave, and when you're in shortwave mode, then you got the 9 over here, starting at 1, going to 9. So they kind of fit together there, which is kind of cool. So we'll set that back there. We'll go to FM. Yeah, so it's kind of got those two slide back and forth. They lock in pretty positive. There's no what do you call it, play in these. They're very solid. But there's no indicator anywhere on the radio except for where it's pointing. So there you go. Okay, bottom of the radio, it's got little feet so it can stand up. Pretty much it stands. There's no flip out stand in the back, but we'll talk about it. Here's a tuning knob. Tuning I find is very smooth and easy to use. Very easy for an analog tuner. Love it. Volumes are very recessed kind of wheel. I wouldn't call it a wheel because it's not really a knob. It's really thin, but it does a good job. So let's make sure we're not jamming out too loud. Okay, so there's that. Let's go to the back side. So the back here we got realistic. 12 band. It takes 4 AA batteries. Yeah, there's your frequency ranges. If you want to pause and read that, there you go. Rock on. There you go. That's the position for the 4 batteries. Got a vented cabinet there. On top of the radio, we have a power button, which is interesting. It's not a switch. It's actually, well, it is a switch, but it's a push button switch, which is really cool. I feel it's like a premium thing. I like that. Then the antenna here is your typical, locks in there. This one, yeah, this is okay, it doesn't swivel, that's right. So this one here only goes like a 180. So you only got this here, doesn't have swivel 360. I tried doing that earlier and like, okay, it doesn't do that. It does extend out to 30 inches though, which is really nice. So I do like this blacked out treatment here. That's just something cool they do with radios. I wish they did it with most radios. I think that's awesome. All right, so then that's the radio there. So let's go over FM reception. So I always take the radios out for a walk, see how they do on FM, just so I can give you a quick idea of what it can do. So on the FM band, the sensitivity was good to very good. So I was pretty impressed. I found over 53 stations and maybe more. It was hard to tell, but it was very sensitive. I heard a lot of faint stations. That was really cool. The FM selectivity, though, was okay to good. So I had a hard time bringing those stations in. Had a hard time keeping some stations locked in. Just the selectivity was tough. There was some bleed over from other stations. So typical of an analog receiver, I'm finding out that it's about average. So there you go. Like I said, found about 50 stations, and its total is like a 3-star rating, which is actually a little bit above average. So not bad. I like it. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to extend this antenna, and we'll go through the bands. And I'm thinking about doing FM. I just want to hit anything here. And then we'll turn on radio todderbert for an audio test of the speaker. And we'll go from there. So let's do an FM here. We'll turn it on with our button. Tuning indicator. Start at the bottom of the band here. Just kind of go through the FM, see, get an idea what it does inside the place here. This is not a great spot for reception.
County Fair, July 18th through the 22nd in St. Charles. Unlimited carnival ride. .newlifechicago.org.
There will be no more fines, and there will be no more prosecutions.
About is a verb.
We have to stop this.
Our system is in turmoil because it's under.
This is LMK.
Enjoy your show and.
I'm right here. Oh, and it's savage.
Listeners who go to Match.com/crush.
Holy crap, we're finding a lot of stations. It's a good radio.
Making radio fun again. Weekday mornings, 5:30 to 9.
Making radio fun again. Was it never not fun? What?
You won't want to miss artists like MaryAnn. Hit the
I always thought it's been fun.
Keyword military to nominate your hero. This is rapper ever. I'm not gonna argue.
To find the lovers at the bar is where I go.
Depending on your health issue and company.
Y Servicios Humanos de los Estados Unidos.
Las ideas, comentarios, productos.
All right, wow, this thing's rocking. All right, you know, I put this antenna down a little bit. I'll have to re-extend it for the shortwave. But let's do some Rita todderbert. That was nice. You know, the FM was really coming in good. I'm really impressed with this. Let me go ahead and turn it on. Yeah, because this location is usually the dead zone. And for that to pick up that many stations without hooking up any wire or anything, rocking. The FM is rocking. So that's how I got that above average rating. And that was outside, so it did great inside too. All right, so we're going to go ahead, go to Rita todderbert here. I'll bring this down a little bit. Okay. Love that yellow indicator. You can tell where you're at. There we go. Go for about a minute and a half or so.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
There we go. Yeah, you get a good idea. I love radio todderbert. That works good. Nice thing having a little FM transmitter there. Does a good job. Those YouTube songs. Yeah, I like the banjo one. That's my favorite. It really is. So real quick, this radio, you can buy it for like around $30 to $40 off eBay. They seem fairly collectible. I didn't think it would be that expensive a radio, but I guess this is pretty desirable still. So kind of cool. I looked that up earlier before I went online or came on here to do the video. One cool thing too about this radio, I had to fix a battery connector in here. It was a little corroded. This radio, if you need to service it, it is so easy. There's 2 screws, back comes off, front comes off. I'm just getting ready for shortwave here. I'm going to hook up this little guy right here, my Texan wire. So anyway, as I was talking about, the tangent here. This comes apart, and it comes in 3 pieces. And it comes apart like super easy. The front pops out, the back pops off, and the center part has the tuner, the antenna, all the knobs, and the speaker all in one cradle. So it's like so awesome. You can clean the front, you can clean the back, all your knobs, these all come off easily. And so yeah, this radio is super serviceable. So if you're looking for a radio that you like to work on, that you think you could fix, and this is just a great radio for working on it. So I thought I'd just throw that in there. Okay, so we're going to hook up that wire. I don't know if it's going to do much. We're going to start on shortwave. Just trying to hit much here. Let's go to shortwave 1. We're on that. Here we are. Bring it down to, let's see what starts with 585 megahertz. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Well, it's actually much lower. So we're going to start there at the bottom. And we'll bring it up so we can hear anybody. Voice of the world. Let's see if we can hear the world.
For you for a moment, that satisfaction, right? At the moment of the breakthrough, at the moment when things seem the toughest, and when the trial presses in, and your breakthrough is
Hold on, angle. Since I can't pivot the antenna, it's rather difficult to film, but here today I was doing pretty good too. I was getting a lot of stations. Those like loud CBers down there in that bottom band. Okay, we'll hit the second band here, which is the second line, 705 to, was that 745?
And I sat there on that mountainside, mystified. I looked out over this beautiful mountain scene, the deep river valley below me, and the majesty of God's creation laid out before me. En pocas palabras, es posible, en la única posible lugar blanco.
When I stay at that place where, I was satisfied, this seems a little uncomfortable for me. God wants to take you from that place.
Opositores al régimen cubano, condenados en el 2000. Same about this.
Okay, we'll go one more band. We'll go from the 945 to 990. Okay. Okay, it gives you a general idea. It does real well. If I could stand it up higher here. Like I said, outside it was great. Plus I have a wire that goes outside in a different location. That does real well. So let's go ahead and just put this antenna down here. And then for those who want to know what long wave is, again, I don't get long wave stations here. Let's see, where am I at? Shortwave, long wave. Okay, so we have to unplug some stuff here. Okay. Here's your long wave scale. So there's something there. Okay, pretty boring stuff. Let's go to AM. All right, so we're just going to go through pretty quick. Just give you a general idea what it can do. During the day, it was fairly decent. Wasn't stellar, but it was working okay. Just it wasn't like a super DXing type thing, even though DX is in the name. All right, let's get in there. For time reference, 10:37 p.m. Central Standard Time, near Chicago, Illinois.
First, not the office of the president. The people voted him to be commander-in-chief.
Right, and how is this going to help America?
This is never really going to happen. You're not going to be able to do it either. Right.
Right.
Trying to accumulate points.
So that is pretty cool. That is 650 Nashville. We'll just double check it. The old packet here. It should be. Nope, that's 640. Let's try that again. There it is. Barely making it in. Okay.
4,000 online reviews have an average rating of 4.7 stars out of 5.
Backwards. So he's after 2001, which is 10 years before our expansion invitation.
Usually this is 700 WLW. Oh, that's cool. That's 690. Typically that's TSN Montreal, Quebec. It's 763 miles. It's pretty cool.
And is the main drug due to impurity, and the FDA announced a voluntary recall.
There you go. So WLW Cincinnati, 300 miles.
Sartran being the main one. It's
Sounds
a
good.
heart drug.
Okay.
So the answer
720 WGN,
is
Chicago.
nuclear war. No. I mean, the end of the human race.
Yeah, I love the jam here. You guys know this station, CFCM 740 Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. So sometimes I just play this station, kick back while I'm editing videos. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yep. And then 750 is right there. I wonder if it's 750. Yeah, the realistic's doing really good here. This is WSB Atlanta, 630 miles.
That embrace national nationalism, not a phony patriotism.
760 WJR.
If you want.
Don't forget to ask about our crystal.
That was Detroit, by the way. About 270 miles. This is local, 780 WBBM. We'll search a few stations in here and then go up to the top of the band.
800-288 WBAP is our number. 800-288-9227. Your job. Okay. Oh, the one that you had was the best. This also reminds me when I was.
So I heard WBAP, which is Fort Worth, Texas. 810 miles. It's cool. 8:20 a.m.
There is no explanation.
That was cool. Just kind of came out of nowhere.
Played out.
8:30 WCCO, Minneapolis. 8:40 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. Probably Denver, KOA, but difficult to tell. Having a hard time getting this. This is 860 WCJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Sometimes it comes in really clear. Typically, WLW is right there. Dust. Yeah, it doesn't like my hand. A little static, maybe.
Well, what really matters most is the quality of your care.
This is
Get the peace of mind of knowing you're doing all you can for your future. Make your next physical a Princeton longevity exam.
Cool.
Call Princeton Longevity right now.
WCBS.
888-8000-PLC.
New York, New York. 750 miles.
888-8000-PLC. Or visit us on
Which is that they have taken.
So now I'm just going to take it up to some stronger stations.
computers, people. Here in the studio, all the computers are made by Dell. All of them.
Probably 1100.
You may want to answer the question that Ronald Reagan was
1120.
Our meeting carries on along. And you have that odds when you men's basketball. Jimbo, that gets you a line here on the Jimbo
1530.
Show.
Again, we've got challenges on this interest missing
I think 1610's in there. CHHA. Okay, so that station, this is 1610. It was pretty good in the AM at night. Wow, it's really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that off. The little button there on top. Love it. So there it is, the realistic DX-350. Final thoughts. Okay, so again, thank you to Peter Atkinson for donating this radio. Just a really cool radio. Really, I love analog radios. So that's my thing. I own digital ones, but I find myself selling them to buy these analog radios. I love them. I don't know. It's just something about them. I just like the way they tune, smooth. It's fun to turn a knob and go through the whole band like that. Instead of just hitting memories and presets. This is nice. It's just a discovery thing, I like that. So even you can do it with digital radio too. It makes it easier, but this is just fun and different. Especially with the shortwave. It's crazy cool. I love it. This thing does everything. It's just a great, solid radio. I didn't mention, but the headphones, I said they weren't stereo, but did have a little bit of hiss on the bottom end, but not enough to really make a difference. And it did sound good with FM listening, by the way. So I want to make sure you know that the headphone jack is a decent listening experience if you're going to use it. There is no stand. You know, I wish it had a flip out stand. That really is a bummer. And I wish this antenna swivels, but I'm guessing this was more of their budget model. I'm guessing. That's just a guess. So, but for the price, $30 to $40, I don't know if that's steep or not for this. I really don't know. I know it's a pretty capable receiver. Is it worth that kind of money? I can't tell you yes or no on that one. So this gets a maybe buy for me because I just don't know the market enough about this radio, if that's a decent price or not. If you guys know, chime in below in the comments, definitely. But I enjoy this. This is really cool. It's going to be right there with my, Panasonic here, the RFB20. I use this one a lot. I like this one. I like it a lot. But this has a place now. I'm going to start taking this one out more too. The FM on this thing is just fantastic. I couldn't believe it. Inside here was just amazing. That's the first time I tuned it in here. It was on camera. So, and then the AM was really good. And then I do enjoy the shortwave on here. It does sound really good. I'm going to take this to a different location and hook up my outdoor wire to it. I got a simple Kato T1 wire strung up outside. You can buy them for $10. Pretty cheap wire, and I don't care if it gets messed up or not. And it works really good being strung up out on the balcony. So if you live in a condo like I do, it's nice to have that ability. So, all right, so there you go. This is the DX-350. Yeah. So if you like the presentation of the video, you like todderbert, give me a thumbs up. Those who like to give me thumbs down, give me a thumbs up anyway, or give me a thumbs down. I don't care. It's actually kind of fun when I see thumbs down. I'm like, all right, that guy doesn't like it. Doesn't like me. I don't care. I smile because it's all about fun. And if they can't have fun, then they're missing out. It really. You know who you are. You little thumb downer dudes. Yeah, it's fun. It's all fun. I don't really care. It's great. You guys it's free country or free YouTube. I don't know if it's free YouTube, but it's all a good time. I'm on a tangent again. I know. I love just getting on a tangent. So, realistic DX350. Boom. If you're new to the channel and you're like, what is todderbert talking about? But I like the realistic radio. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos. I have a few other realistics lined up for review. Yes, I have a table full of radios. Yep. It's just that I try to space things out. I like to have a new radio mixed in with the old radios, and I try to do different things, try to make the channel just different, not so drony. Have something exciting and different every so often. So with that said, comment below what you think about the DX350. Do you own one? Do you have one? Do you like this radio? Do you hate this radio? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing really to hate about it except for those two things I mentioned. The antenna doesn't swivel and it doesn't have a stand. That would be great. I mean, that would really make this radio boom. I mean, yeah, but the Panasonic doesn't have it either. So, yeah, doesn't have a stand, darn it. Darn it, with no stands. We got to put stands on these things. All right, okay, I'm done. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye.